Hi everybody, welcome to my little corner where there's no wrong way to play with paper. I hope you're having a blessed day. We are going to do scraps to embellishments. We're going to take our scraps and we're going to make something amazing with them, and I am excited about this one. Now you guys know this year I am doing a hop with a bunch of my scrappy friends with scraps to embellishments. So they're going to take their scraps, and they don't get to post every week, but when they can, they join us, and you can see all of them with one click in the description of this video, or I have their individual links already in the description as well if you have problems with the one link, because you shouldn't, but never know. And I want to give everyone credit who deserves it for sure. I want to thank all of my fellow crafters for joining me and showing us how to use their scraps. It's lots of fun. I use my scraps to do embellishment swaps with my friends on the Facebook group Ginger's Corner, and I would love for you to come and join us. We have swaps in Australia, New Zealand, Europe, Canada, and of course the United States. If you want to swap in one of those areas, you do not have to swap internationally. You just need to comment on the post on Ginger's Facebook group, Ginger's Corner Facebook group, and just put one spot and then the flag of whatever country you're from, whether it's Australia, Canada, wherever. And then I will put you with the right captain, and you can get to know fellow creators in your neck of the woods, your part of the world. So let's just get into it. This week is Circus, and boy, I had to think. Oh, I had to think. I was flipping through my dies, trying to figure out I was going to do a lion with a top hat, and then I thought, well, maybe I'll make a cluster. So I started going through and I saw my gears, and with my gears is mixed media. Well, that's where I had this little guy. Look at this guy. I have had this die for over a year. Does he not look like the circus ringmaster? He does. So I created him, and we're going to do that. I use so many scraps I can't even begin to tell you. And you'll see, whoops, I'm throwing stuff around. You'll see all the different things here. They all have different, handkerchiefs and top hats. Like this one has like a little module. I had a black, and then I had some solid black. And if you look really close, that's a 49 in market. It has some mixed media on it. I just used up all of my scraps. Seriously, I don't think I have any brown scraps left, but that's okay. That's all right. That's what it's all about, right? So there is an order to do this, and I'm going to show you like I always do. I've already looked. This is no longer available. Like I said, I've had this for over a year. Just didn't have the right reason to make it. I absolutely love it. Just didn't have the reason to pull it out. Well, now I do. I'm excited. So let's see here. The first thing you want to do is cut out all the parts. It's not that many pieces, actually. It's really not. I mean, I was super surprised how few pieces it was, and it came together fairly simply. So let's put it together. You want to start, and then I inked all my pieces. And on the jacket, if you look here on the jacket, I will put close-ups of these at the end. I always do. I did take my marker because sometimes we have to dress these up. So I did take my marker to highlight the underside, and this is why it's so important to print off these when you get your Temu dice, and I've shown that in my Temu hauls, how to copy and paste them and print them off on your own, because you can see this, it gives it the dimension. Again, inking and coloring. Use what you have in your tools to bring it to life. That's really what it is, because while Temu is cheap, and it has some amazing dies, you do have to kind of think about it when you're putting them together. So I went ahead and I colored it. Then we have to put his shirt on. And let me see. Let me get I'm using the last of my quick tacky glue. Here, we're going to put a little bit on there. And let's see, that's the top. We're going to line it up along the bottom, just like so. Inking these and using your markers on this brought this guy to life. Like, he totally came to life. He is awesome. Let's see. I gotta find my little parts here. I'm missing his handkerchief. What'd I do with his handkerchief? Here we go. Okay, so then here's his little handkerchief, and I will tell you, the more printed, because it's mixed media. What What's media? Media, the more printed your paper is, I think the cooler it turned out. Oh, I put this upside down. This is what I get for chitty chatting. I put it upside down, y'all. Okay, well, redo. We're gonna put his shirt back on. Good thing you had a couple extra. Put his shirt on. Okay. Do as I say, not as I do. And then there is an embossing. I know you cannot see it from there, but it shows you where to put the handkerchief. So here's our handkerchief. Then I did ink, and I took a fair skinned, is this the fair skinned one? There's my fair skinned marker and my tri-blend. Yeah, so fair skin blend. And I just used the outline on his ears, his lips, so it gave him a little bit of oomph. Okay, so then we're gonna put his face on, just like so. You guys, this one, I just had so much fun putting him together and watching him come to life. Then we gotta put his glasses on, just like so, and use your tweezers. They are your friend. I need to clean mine. My mom's about to come to visit, so maybe I'll take that time and clean all my tools since I won't be in here crafting very much. I can make a little tub and clean them. Okay, then we need to put the insides. Now, what I did to do this, when you cut this part out, let me show you here. So I cut one in black and one in silver paper. I don't do mini metallic, but I did pull out a piece of silver, and I kept some of them. You'll notice some of them have silver glasses, some of them have black, and then I just alternated, like I put the black inside of there and the silver inside of there. So try to make as most of you can as you can with your parts and pieces, right? Otherwise you probably just throw them away. But I will tell you, if I have extras, I will just put them in a little baggie with my die inside of here when I store it, and then that way the next time I make them I don't have to cut that part out. So that's how I do that. Then we need to put a little button on his shirt here. And I am going to ink around the little button. As small as it is, I'm still going to do it. So I'm going to take my tweezers and press really hard right here and just ink around. Okay. Then turn him and do the same thing again. Okay. And we're just going to set him right down there. Now, some of them I didn't ink and I regret it. Like this one here, it's not inked. I think it looks better inked. Ink fixes everything. It just brings him to life, right? Now we need to put his little mustache on. So we're going to put a line right across here. And you could either do this with tweezers or your pickup tool, whatever you like. It isn't going to matter. But once you get it on there, you want to make sure you press really good. I found that because there's so much texture in the die, like it has little tiny cuts to make it look like hair, that I definitely needed to press down into the glue and make sure that my mustache was down. Okay. And it even bled through a little. That's okay. We know it's going to stay, right? Then I inked my hat with white, and I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. Now this is embossed as well. There, you can see the embossing right here of the sunglasses. I know you guys can't see it, but if you have this die or it comes back up, if you type into Temu, I know this one's not available anymore, but if you typed into Temu, vintage metal cutting dies and or, let's see, I typed in 3 things to try to find this because I thought, well, maybe they named it something else because you never know with Temu. Vintage metal cutting dies. You will find a lot of this kind of mixed media metal cutting dies, or gears metal cutting dies. Into Temu, you'll find lots of cool stuff. I found an owl with gears and a lot of steampunk. That's the other one, steampunk metal cutting dies. And you'll come up, they have some really neat ones, really neat ones. Okay. So I do have the Temu link below if you've never used Temu, and it is an affiliate link if you sign up. But if you buy anything on there, I don't get any kickback, and most of the time the dies are not available. All right, so you see, look how flimsy that is. So I flipped him over at this point. We still got to put some pieces on him. And I took my branding strips. I have them all in Mr. Don Juan the Pringles can, right? And I'm going to stabilize him by just using a strip of, or a scrap or whatever you have, okay? And look at the difference of that. Now we got it. Now we're cooking. All right, so next we need to put on his little watch here, which I've already inked, and I took my marker and ran it around there. And look at my new toy from Debbie Crafts. I've got bling on my art glitter glue, and now I've got some bling for punching things out. It's called a punch. She has all different colors, and Debbie gave us a coupon, so that'll be in the description if you're interested. I absolutely love this. I'm afraid I'm going to tear this, so I'm being very, very careful. Very careful. So I'm just going to poke out the little parts. And once again, use my tweezers. They are my friend. I think it makes these little pieces way easier if you use your tweezers. Okay, so then we're going to line him up on the hat. Look at him coming to life. Isn't he fun? I think he's fun. Okay, just like so. Then we need to put his hat band on. Now, at first I was trying to match them and all different stuff. Nope, I will tell you, the more eclectic it is, I think the cooler it looks. So now we need to put the hat band on just like so. Okay. And from there, we're going to turn him back around. We're almost done. Then I wanted to take some different pieces. So we'll use this one this time. And I just mixed and matched, you guys. Honestly, the more I mixed and matched, the more I liked it. I think it needs a little bit more glue. Okay, and this is this piece here, just like so. And then I took the second piece. This part of the die, I had to ask a friend to look at it to help me figure out where it went. I could not, for the life of me, figure out, it's this piece here, what this piece was. I could not. I looked and looked, and they use paper so close to the same that I could not figure out that that's where it went on there. So that's why I always put one together first. One, to see how time labor intensive it's going to be, and two, to figure out how it's supposed to go together. So then, nope, we want dark. Let's go dark. And I'm just going to follow the embossing lines on this here. And just like that, look how he comes to life. Isn't this just awesome? I love this. Love this die. I would definitely do this die again. It is so fun. And there he is. He's all done. Isn't he cute? So that's my Circus. He's the ringmaster. And I hope you are inspired. Go check out everyone else. Come sign up and swap with your fellow crafters. We have an amazing group of creators over on Ginger's Corner Facebook group, and we have lots of giveaways and games and lots of fun. So I hope that you will join us. And with that, be blessed. I will see you next week. Bye.